Tiger fans, may I now present to you Natalie Shaffer Govert, class of 2005, women's cross country and track and field. Natalie Govert won 3 individual Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference cross country championships after finishing second in her first year, and she still holds 3 of the 5 fastest times in the 5,000 meter distance in SCAC championships history. Govert led the 2004 team to the program's first NCAA appearance, where the team finished 16th, and she graduated with the school's best cross-country times for the 5,000 and 6,000 meter distances. In track and field, Govert earned all SCAC honors 4 times, including a 1,500 meter championship as a senior and a runner-up finish in 2002. She placed 9th in the 1,500 meters at the 2002 NCAA Outdoor Championships and 18th in the 5,000 meters at the 2003 NCAA Outdoor Championships. She still holds DePauw's indoor 1,500 meter record and the second fastest spot in both the outdoor 1,500 and 5,000 meter and indoor mile. This time, please welcome Natalie to center stage with Dr. Phil Eskew.
Do you still run?
I do, and I'm actually thrilled that you phrased it that way because I do still run. I haven't competed since I graduated from college. But to me, running is different than what it was when I was in college because at DePauw, I was very intense. I was very competitive and put a lot of time and energy and shaped really my entire life here around running and being competitive. And now running is a little bit different. It's kind of my way to de-stress and my way to just kind of relax, and it puts me kind of in my happy place. So running, I do still run, but haven't really competed until next week when my brother and I are going to compete in a marathon in Missouri. So
I was a sprinter in college. I hated distance. What attracted you to running distance?
Well, I think it's kind of a chicken or an egg. I can't remember who started, if it was my sister started running in middle school or if my dad started running and that kind of inspired us. To be honest, I can't remember which one was which, but it was a family thing. My sister started, my older sister, and my dad would run, and it was just one of those things that I wanted to try, and I had a lot of friends that did it as well. I remember one of my first runs that I went out with my dad. It was not pretty, and specifically made it about 3/4 of a mile, and there might have been some falling down on the ground. There might have been some complaining. I was pretty sure I was dying imminently, and I'm really happy that I got over that hurdle, which I think is a challenge for a lot of people because your first steps in getting into a running journey are difficult. It's not fun to go out and go for a long run, but I'm glad that I pushed myself to continue because it wasn't long after that I really, really learned to enjoy it. I became competitive and had a lot of family and friends that were also involved.
Well, you still hold some DePauw records. Is there one race or run that you remember that was special for you?
I think there's so many that come together that were important to me. I talked about one briefly last night where it was the first time that I automatically qualified for nationals, and how excited my coach was and how he kept running further and further as the race went on, and it got me excited, and I felt like I was doing, it encouraged me to maintain the pace and could keep on that path. And then there was in cross country another race that it was towards the end of my career here at DePauw. I was a senior. There was a younger runner that was in, and on paper, there was no way that I should have beaten her. She was better, she was faster, and Coach and I kind of got together before that race, and my strategy was to just run right with her and see how things went, and that's what I did, and I think it kind of mentally wore on her, and I felt strong and ended up being able to win that third consecutive SCAC title in a race I really shouldn't have, but it stuck out because it was something that I worked hard at, and I was able to do that.
What about your parents and embroidering? Is there something that your parents did for the team?
Yes, my mom does embroider, and I have some of the most supportive parents, and I feel bad if you think that you have amazing parents, because I probably have the most amazing ones. And they really bought into everything, and they were there for so many meets, and not just there to support. They wanted to do what they could for the entire team, for the coaches, to make everybody excited about it.
Anything else you want to say? You haven't mentioned your coach yet.
Well, I want to say thank you to the Hall of Fame board and really anybody that played a part in making this weekend. Just for somebody to have told me that I was nominated and not even selected would have been a huge honor. So to know that a committee came together and found what I was able to do in college remarkable. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude to everybody that played a part in all of this, and absolutely my coach. Anybody can kind of go out and run and put their feet in front of the other and have success, but my coach he went above and beyond to make things good for me. And sometimes that meant my coach or my team might be running in one location and I would be somewhere totally different. I ran at Notre Dame once. I ran at an Indianapolis track that was actually in a warehouse and banked, and it was a very cool experience. But he was willing to do that and kind of go above and beyond and find places where I could find competition that would push me further. And I absolutely have to thank my parents. To get in a car and drive sometimes as far as upstate New York to watch me run no more than 17 minutes. Really, it's special to me, and I loved that they were always there for me and doing whatever they needed to do to make sure I felt supported. My husband, who I met here at DePauw, I think Rex touched on it. It's not easy necessarily dating someone and being married to someone who likes to run. It's a lot of hours that he was willing to let me do. I wasn't here a lot. Let's see. And also, it's my mom's birthday. So if you see my mom, wish her happy birthday. And but yes, I'm very grateful.
Everyone, Natalie Shaffer Govert.